Hi friends, welcome to the session. In the previous video, we have completed the discussion about the legacy classes like vectors, hash table, properties, dictionary, stack. Likewise, some kind of the description we have seen. Now we are going to implement all these particular legacy classes related to how we can make use of these particular things in the applications. Okay. And coming to the vectors, so just similar to the arrays, just I am creating legacy underscore vectors class. Within the main function, I am taking vector class and as well as instantiating that vector class. And I'm adding some kind of the numbers friends and here enumeration, actually this particular enumeration as mentioned earlier, I can get the elements and whether it is having some has more elements or next element kind of things you can make use. So just I'm creating object for this enumerated and through vectors I want to get the elements friends. Okay, whatever the elements I am having, I am assigning these things to this enumeration, and from this whether this particular vector is having more elements or not, I am checking with the loop, and until all the elements are completed I am trying to print those particular things. So 10 to 60 elements I want to print. Just you can see here friends. Okay, as a simple application where you can create a vector and as well as you can handle how you can manage these particular enumeration in the and the vector in the simple program. And coming to the hash table, so this particular hash table, you know friends, is a map based kind of thing. So just I am creating legacy hash table class, and in the main function just we are creating hash table. uh, I'm taking first value as the integer and second as the string, key and value kind of thing, and we are instantiating the same. And for the just we are creating two objects here friends. One is h and as well as the second one h1 kind of thing, and both I want to make use. And if you are referencing h dot, with the help of the first object I am putting what is the advantage of the putting to create the hash table and to add the corresponding entries. Okay, so first element anyhow integer, second is the string type. I am taking 3 comma python, 2 comma spark, and 1 comma r. And clone, so whatever the object I am having, I want to clone the same kind of object as h1. So all these contents whatever I'm having in h are replicated in h1 also. So values I am getting printed. So clear, h dot clear means whatever the elements I am having in h, all those particular things can automatically cleared. Okay, so now just to see the running option. Okay, so just if you are referencing the values in clone, I am printing this mapping of these particular values: 3 python, 2 spark, and 1 r. But after making use of this particular clear, all the contents of h are empty now. Okay, this is not having any elements. And coming to the next option, properties friends, actually the main advantage of this particular property is so in this particular description already we have seen. Okay, so just at the moment you are talking about the properties, so it extends the hash table. Fundamentally it is used to maintain the list of values by which both key and values are strings. Okay, so now if you are referencing this particular notation, so in the previous example we have taken both one is the integer and another is the string kind of thing in case of hash table. Now as we are using the properties, with the help of this particular properties we can make use of both the key and value as the strings. Now at the moment I'm taking this particular public class, and as well as in the main function we are making use of the legacy class property. Okay, so just we are instantiating and we are creating this thing: java database and web based, c++ standalone task, c low level network, and c hash reusable. Now this time so just we are making use of set. Okay, just with the help of this particular creator, pure dot key set. So all the key and values we are setting in such a way that a split of key value is possible. So just we have created one property friends here, and we are making use of this particular set in such a way that with the help of the for each. So if you are observing this particular for loop, you can identify object ob, whatever the object I am having. Here we have creator. So actually this particular creator now holds all the key and as well as the value set kind of thing. And now we are making use of this object ob and this get property. Friends, you need to identify one important thing, and object here only embedding these particular things, whatever the first partition, and all these particular second partitions are related to the property, get property kind of thing. Okay, so it's a bit tricky when compared with the hash table. So just I am running this particular code. Now we are making use of this statement. You can observe, friends, java, actually this java, cpp, c sharp, all are there in ob. And if you are observing this get property, all these particular get property we are having with respect to uh, ob. Within that ob, if I am printing that ob, I am getting the key. And if you are getting the get property from this key set, I can able to get these particular suitable technologies. So I am making use of this java, which is suits for good for database and web based, and c++, which suits for good standalone, and c suits good for low level or network kind of the programming, c sharp good for reusable. So this is the way how you can make use of the properties, friends. If you want to maintain both the uh, values, so I mean the first entry and as well as the second entry in the format of the string, you can go with the properties. Okay, so and finally let me introduce the concept of the dictionary, which is most frequently used kind of the thing in case of these particular dictionary implementation. Okay, and we are creating this dictionary with hash table, friends, and the dictionary dot put. So just where you can create the dictionary key and value pair kind of thing, 1 1 2 3 code and 4 5 6 program. And now we are making use of the elements. Okay, just how can I get the elements with the help of the enumeration. So just I am getting the dictionary dot elements, and as well as I am checking, by the way, whether it has more elements or not. Okay, and based on that particular elements availability, I am printing the corresponding element. And in the get method, there is a possibility of getting individual items also, like if I am giving 6 and if I am giving 1 2 3, so based on that particular convention, the corresponding value can be processed. And I want to check whether the dictionary is having any elements or not with the help of the isempty. And if my dictionary is having the elements, I want to pick up only keys. Okay, so likewise different methods are there, and remove method, which is used to remove a particular value. So 1 2 3, if I am giving the corresponding value key, based on the key value pair, it is getting removed. Okay, so and the size of the dictionary based on the number of elements. So suppose I'm having 10 key value pair values, then the size of the dictionary is size. So very many methods were there, but fundamentally we are using this put method, friends, which is used to create the dictionary and elements, so as to get the elements which are there in the dictionary. And get method, and thereafter is empty, checking the is empty, and keys, which are all the keys available. And thereafter removing of the corresponding value based on the key and the size of the dictionary. So let me run this particular code. Okay, so initially just you observe this output, friends, value in dictionary, and code and program initially we have created. And thereafter the corresponding value at 6, so is a null. Actually 6 is not present in the dictionary, so it got null. And whereas 4 5 6 is having the corresponding value as the program, so that one we are having. And thereafter if you see, there is no key value pair. So if you are mentioning the key value pair for the non created thing, then you can go with the null, so the dictionary will give the null value. And if you are referencing the key in the dictionary 1 2 3 and keys 4 5 6, these two are the keys. And after removing of this particular code, the corresponding thing, actually 1 2 3 we have removed, friends, here. So the corresponding code is also not available. Okay, remove code and check the value, that is removed, null. And size of the dictionary, after removal of this 1 2 3, we are only having the 4 5 6 program. So that is what how you can handle the concept of the legacy. And within that we have seen vectors, hash table, properties, and as well as the dictionary. Okay, thank you.